Would you talk a little bit about your own career, how you make decisions about your career? You spent a long time at Hooters, over a decade, is that right?
16 years.
16 years. How do you decide it's the right time for you to go on to do something else?
It's tough to know. You know, I was recruited to go leave Hooters several years before I actually did. And part of what kept me around was that the company was just so interesting from the outside, and I had a very deep connection with the franchisees and the people there. Over time, though, the offers got more interesting, and I started to grow up as an executive and ask myself, do I want to spend the rest of my life here? And I also asked myself, are you really as good as you think you are? You've been doing this in one company for 16 years with a lot of great people who've given you chances. Can you duplicate these results? And I needed to prove to myself that I wasn't just good because I had great relationships and had grown up in a company that appreciated me, but that I actually was a good leader, a great brand builder, and someone who could serve a different type of industry segment or a brand. And so I had an inner fire to leave by the time that I did. And the stars aligned to meet a private equity group that I really believed in how they approached investing and their portfolio companies, and the leadership that was at Focus Brands at the time, which owns Cinnabon still today, was a group of people that I could learn from, and they are a huge reason that I stay there today. So I think other people should weigh their options. You know, what are you going to get out of it, and what are you going to be able to offer to add value to that organization? So the question I've learned to ask is not, can I do it? I should know in my heart that I'm capable of doing things, because ultimately if you can lead people and serve them and understand the basics of business, that translates in almost any industry. The question is the company I'm going to and the leader that I'm going to work with, is that group going to give me the resources that I need to be successful? It's not that I have a question as to whether or not I can. The question is, am I going to have access to what I need to be successful? And if the answer to that question is yes, then you should jump.
And if you always had this confidence, I would assume that there were times, maybe not, but were there times where you said, I can't do this, I'm in over my head? Or have you always had that kind of inner confidence that you are sure that you can accomplish it?
You know, I learned from my mom, who raised 3 girls, I'm the oldest of 3 girls, on her own for a long time, that you can pretty much do anything that you put your mind to. What I learned, though, is that if you're going to have that confidence, you had better be incredibly humble and realize that there is, in fact, a lot that you don't know, and have no problem asking for help. And so I am as comfortable asking for help as I am confident in my own abilities. And when you're humble enough to ask for help, people actually want to be on your team and see you be successful. When the confidence becomes greater than the belief that you need others, that's when you start to lose the people around you who you really do need to be successful. So that humility paired with the confidence is without question what has allowed my career to follow the path that it has.
That's terrific. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Look forward to reading more of your pieces on LinkedIn. Thank you very much.
Thank you.